Hey, Mr. Weapons Guy. I didn't take you for the thinking type. Plus, it gives you a wonderful opportunity to badmouth them while they're not listening. Excellent, excellent. My Nemesis collection was short one Cossack and a professional killer, and now I have both. Don't worry, I haven't had a salient thought since Prince put out Purple Rain. In fairness, I'm a disgrace to others, including women and children as well. I fold. Fold. Yeah, I'm out. Nope, I'm gonna fold. I don't think so. Check. I'm folding. Yeah, fold. Ha-ha! Okay, I fold. Okay, I check. I check. Alrighty. I check. I'm gonna check. I'll check that. Checking. Oh, check. Call. I call. I'm gonna call. I'll call. Okay, I call. I'll call that. I bet. I'm betting. Oh, I bet. Okay, I bet. I'm gonna bet. Raise. Oh, I raise. I'm raising. All in. All right. I raise. I'm betting it all. Okie dokie, schmokey. I'm all in. Time to go all in. I'm doing it. All in. Watch out now. I'm all in. Yuck. Since I can't choose between all the horrific things I'd like to do to these cards, I suppose I'll just fold. I'm all in. I'm also all agamorph. Mostly. At least real garbage has the potential to contain corn dog scraps or incriminating DNA. Sometimes a combination of both. Flint Paper once told me, and I quote, "Bad cards are no reason to get beaten up by a bunch of humps." I raise it all! No, wait, this is a gruesome hand. I fold. You know, there's something about the rotting, acrid smell of bad hole cards that makes me want to bet huge, but I'll fold. I actually like getting unplayable cards. It gives me time to daydream of busty women and all my favorite breakfast cereals that have been recalled due to digestive safety concerns. I'd be bored to tears from getting unplayable hands if I didn't black out every couple of minutes and forget why I was here. If I was capable of lucid frustration, I'd take the dealer out into the alley and give him what for. Ugh, you know, these cards actually smell like detritus. What a depressing run of bad cards. It's enough to make me gorge myself on pub cheese or commit a federal offense. I haven't seen a flop that bad since Sam tossed Waldo the Walrus Worthington out a 6-story window. Ha! That flop makes me want to kill myself. Or pack my stomach full of saltwater taffy. Well, these cards were going to buy me unspeakable amounts of vice before those hit the table. Ah, man, I fold. These were good ones, too. Oh, shucks. Fold. That card ruined my day like a bad rash between my ears. What a flop. Ugh. It burns my eyes worse than when I dip my aviators in sodium hydroxide. Ooh! Fold. Ooh, now I get to fold. In this rare instance, it might be more fun to watch others slug it out than to participate. How about you guys just play? I'm gonna sit back and watch like I'm at an underground stoat fight. It's entirely out of character for me to walk away from a scrap with multiple foes. Well, if everyone's going to play, it's going to be a lot harder to win through blind luck. Nope, I've got to save some money to feed my crippling circus peanut addiction. What sort of degenerate gambler do you think I am? The reckless and forgetful sort. I call. I'm going to fold. I'm saving up for a fancy pair of Loris hair ear warmers. Take it. You can have it. Oh, it's only money that I could use to buy Mexican fireworks. I want you to have all that beautiful money. You can have the pot if you promise to do something nice with it, like burn it in a barrel to warm the heart of a lovable hobo. I'll check too. Checking. It's the cool thing to do. I'm in like Florence Nightingale. I'm in, and tingling with excitement. Check. Aw, I hate to call without the thrill of financial recklessness. I can't stand to be left out. I hate the responsibility that comes along with fiscal capabilities. I call. Call! Oh, there it is. There's the financial recklessness I crave. I hope you can beat 5 9s. All right, it's time to expose our cards. Okie dokie, I call. I love to call, like I love to receive calls from the commissioner after reducing a gang of hedge fund managers to a bloody and bruised heap of tears. Whenever I hear the word showdown, my trigger finger does a tiny dance. Even on a paltry freelance salary, I can call bets like this all day. I bet, call, I call, check, I check, fold, I'm out. Let's say we make it interesting, shall we? Like playing Russian roulette with a crossbow. Strike first and go for the throat. Have you ever danced with a lagomorph in 3 inches of water with an exposed electrical socket dangerously nearby? The thing about everyone thinking you're a sociopath is you can bet obscene amounts of money and people think you're just having an episode. I don't even know how many chips I'm betting. All In, the Family is Sam's favorite Norman Lear comedy, I think. Well, I'm willing to wager this much that it is. I bet. This reminds me of that time in Season 2 when I bought Bob Hope's nose on eBay with my life savings. Don't spoil my memories! Global economic crises are for sissies. I bet. Feast your eyes on my obscene gesture of economic squandering. Raising it. Raise. I would raise every time it's my turn, but that just seems classless. I'll see that. Whoa, 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 whoa. And raise ya. Fold, raise, fold, raise. Sure, sprinkling a few chips into the pot reminds me of feeding mini sausages to the alligators that live in the Manhattan sewer system. I raise this much. I'm just going to put in the same amount of chips as you did, but also a lot more. Oh, this little old thing? No one expects the Lagomorphic Inquisition. I raise. Hey, that's not a real bet. In lieu of needlessly violent outbursts, I've taken to re-raising. I'll re-raise. You don't mind if I re-raise, do you? Oh, wow. Being polite is weird. Must go all in. So many chips. Your raise has inspired me to raise. You're an inspiration to us all. I fold. Wait, what's the one where I bet all of my stupidly large pile of chips? Yeah, that. I want to do that. Those are cards I would play. Ooh, worthless cards. I like your strategy. Yeah, I'm not capable of prolonged lucid thought, but what's your excuse for playing cards like that? You're lucky Flint Paper's not here. He's a stickler for quality poker hands. The old bet with random cards and hope for the best strategy. Call him, raise him, tear his kneecaps out. Not in that order. Make a calm and rational decision. Well, I hope you can beat all reds. There's always more money. How often do you get the chance to coldly squash a man's hubris? Break his spirit. Shatter his will to live. Remember my latent psychic powers? Yeah, well, they're back. Oh, not that I've been using them. Yeah, I'd ask you if you felt lucky, but I've been trying to cut cliches out of my life for a few months now. Ooh, I hope he calls. I hope he calls. You have to call because you know what nefarious things I'll find to do with the money if you fold. Huh? How long was I out? Sometimes I just black out when life reaches a peak level of boredom. This prolonged silence reminds me of the time I bought that spotting scope and watched our semi-attractive single neighbor sleep for an entire night. It's boring times like these that I like to kick back and ponder the intricacies of existence. Like, why do my nipples exist? I don't even use them that much anymore. I wasn't really playing before, but now we're really not playing. I liked it better the other way. Well, this is great. All that brain power I was using playing cards can now be put towards imagining unique ways for all of us to meet our slow and painful demise. Maybe. Let's see. What would Jean Shalit do? So this is what thinking is like. All I ever want to do is bet. But maybe it will drive you to madness if I don't. I'm actually thinking about this. Look at what I've become! You did this to me! I simply cannot make good choices when there isn't a giant pile of money in my face. Will betting cause the most universal despair? Look at me pretending to care if I lose after calling a big bet. Sam would want me to call that. I'm certain of it. Are you bluffing? I'm incapable of bluffing because I can only remember what cards I have for 2 to 3 seconds at a time. One of you has to have the goods. And I ain't talking about the cards. I know I don't have anything up my sleeve, but I can't say the same for my inventory. All right, the gravy train rolls on. This reminds me of a story about a rabbit and his ostentatious bank account. I'm gonna buy me a scepter, and I can't promise I won't wave it around in front of you, forever reminding you of this moment. I don't even look at my cards. But I've been trying so hard to get rid of all my chips. You can win money playing this game? Neat! All right, I'll hold on to these chips for now. But don't think I won't carelessly throw them around soon enough. May our shared inability to recognize quality be rewarded. We should get jobs at a fancy publisher. What? There's more than one of this card in the deck? Those are your cards too? Oh my God, you're as insane as I am! Saboteur, you somehow managed to cheat in the exact same way I did. Oh, guys, you shouldn't have. Thanks, guys. I didn't even have to bare my hideous and unnaturally serrated teeth. Ooh, a present. I just had the craziest dream that I won a poker tournament. I don't even know how to identify and recognize numbers. Hey, next time, let's play Name That Hobo. Did you know poker is based on the 15th century German card game Pockspiel? And did you know my uncontrollable gas is caused by my 15th serving of German sauerkraut and undercooked bockwurst? This reminds me of the time Artie Flopshark beat Flint Paper in a heads-up poker match, and Flint killed him in cold blood. I win! Now let's play for kidneys. I haven't taken a beating that bad since someone let Superball shoot a giant missile into my chest. Hey, no fair! You're playing for reals! Oh, so those are the sorts of cards I'm supposed to have. Nice rags. The only thing better than getting beaten with cards like those is taking a shellacking by a sock full of dimes. I'll be at the bar. I hope they don't ask for my ID. Woo! Thank God that's over. I've had to go to the bathroom for ages. Bye! No, it's just embarrassing whenever I have to produce it. Next time, I'll rethink my strategy of bet every time my belly button itches. Did you guys see that cocktail waitress from earlier? I'm gonna go see what her policy is on talking rabbits plagued by cunning wit and never-ending stamina. Well, it's like Flint Paper always says, when you run out of money, it's time to go crack some skulls. That's the longest I've sat in one place since Sam and I decided to listen to the entire Season 2 director's commentary. That was fun, I think. Bye, guys. This is the last of my Stuckies fund. I feel like Artie Flopshark staring down the barrel of Flint's fist. Come on, Lucky Chips! Money is so 2007. I'm glad I'm putting this on the line to celebrate our society's economic crumble and embracing of the barter system. Oh, bankruptcy is so thrilling. U.S. car companies knew what they were doing the entire time. It's beautiful. If there's one thing I'm full of, it's useless crap. Anyway, so I was saying, where was I? Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. So anyway, I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, right. Enjoy! Don't put your mouth on that, though. I can't speak to its cleanliness. Anyway, back to me. Maybe I'll just shoot these cards. Nope, but this will. My gun is impossible to find. And I'm an overenthusiastic frisky. I'm enrolled in their extension program. I love hobos. Hey, I take note of the things I shove blindly into my mouth. No, not really. Au contraire. Assassination camp for kids. Oh, this is gonna be good. And yet the craziest ones can't keep their hands off me. Whoopsie. Sam heard about it when we were on a case out west. You. And I'll loiter just about anywhere that will pour me a drink with no questions asked. This reminds me of the time Flint Paper beat the snot out of that poker instructor, Artie Flopshark. He was a total scammer. See, Artie was squeezing our friend Jimmy Two Teeth for money after teaching him to play some game that didn't really exist. Omaha? Maybe Topeka. Someplace horrible. Well, don't tell that to Artie Flopshark. Flint socked him until he promised he'd never play or teach it ever again. Did I tell you about the time Flint caught Artie Flopshark, the poker instructor, taking money from all the tenants in the building next door to our office? And people were just handing him stacks of cash! Flint saw Artie going door to door telling some stupid story about having to run really far or a bunch of people were going to die. Well, long story short, Flint broke both of his legs and beat him to within an inch of his life, so he wasn't running anywhere after that. Then why, pray tell, throughout his entire vicious pummeling, did Artie insist he needed $10K? Stop it! Sam and I spent a lot of time listening to our police scanner, or the Johnny Cash stuck into the DeSoto tape deck. Ooh, I hope so. There's something about being able to terrorize a spectral being without it up and dying on you that I just love. It's okay, Mr. Weapons. I've got extensive experience with zombies and vampires. I can handle a little ghost. My favorite enemy? That's like asking me to choose between my children. You betcha. Oh, I know. No, but Sam and I pinched their gym teacher in a black market jockstrap ring in the 80s. I'd be surprised if any student didn't remember a dog choking out a large man with a unibrow. How closely do you follow the Manhattan crime blotter? Wait. You didn't go to the Spiro Agnew School of the Arts, did you? Oh, man, this reminds me of the time Artie Flopshark rigged an entire poker tournament so he could pay off his loan shark. Yeah, well, over here, these scumbags have unionized. Artie said he owed the credit union a heck of a lot of bread. Just that they were going to put him in a bunch of water. You know, give him the old cement shoes, drop him in the bay. I don't know. He won, though, so you know it was clearly rigged. A guy can't just win a tournament. Seeing all these aces reminds me of this dream I had where I could use a playing card to read people's minds. You know what I love? It doesn't matter, though, because Flint Paper got to him first. Ooh-wee, did he make him pay. Playing cards reminds me of the time Sam and I were hired to whack a guy for the Longshoremen's Union, and they invited us to their high-stakes hearts game, destroying wave after wave of the undead, with my trusty sidearm, of course. Ooh. Do you ever have any weird dreams, Mr. Weapons? This pelt is dry clean only. Sam and I had to limit ourselves to pistols when our cleaning bills started going through the roof. Yeah! You know what I love? Well, Sam and I jumped through time and encountered a cow hybrid version of Bosco on a spaceship. Are you asking me if I ever stooped Mama Bosco? Wow. That's older than some frozen burritos I've sucked down. I just thought they were being courteous. Funny you should ask. This one time, Sam and I were busting up a crime syndicate down in Atlantic City, a road job. So I grab a tire iron out of the back seat, right? Hop out of the DeSoto and pummel this guy like a piñata. I couldn't have agreed more. Yeah, so we're tailing this low-level mafia bum for an hour, and he pulls up outside a casino, and before he can go in, Sam says, "Well, little buddy, we better nab this guy quicker than a Pittsburgh driver taking a left on a green in rush hour. Blindfold and all!" No, but that was a nickname of mine in college. You asked me a question? No, I never went to college. Excuse me? Huh? You know, the music in this joint reminds me of the time a bunch of hippos escaped the zoo, fell into league with a criminal blues band, and started transporting illicit goods across the East River. Huh? It's the best. Oh, but that's not all I do. I'm also available for babysitting, bat mitzvahs, and general shakedowns. Do you know anybody who needs work? Oh, putting a wiseacre in his place is my specialty. You need anybody roughed up? How do you mean? Like kidneys to be sold on the black market. So you looted that off a bad guy? Tycho, that's a snazzy watch. Tycho, is there a lot of criminal activity in the Pacific Northwest? Oh, or if you know of a cabal of greedy corporate monsters hell-bent on blanketing an entire generation in a deep exploitative sadness, that'd do. That's all right. Sam and I could subsist on a limitless supply of 2-bit hoodlums. I fold too. But, all right. Huh? Why, I never. I don't even know how to play this game. Hey, Strong Bad, ever visit New York City? It's a dreamland of concrete, shawarma stands, and random acts of violence. I had a sizable checking account in 1992, but they closed it when Sam and I used it while learning to launder money. For research! Sam and I just focus on fighting crime. People have been making money from our exploits for decades. Hey, boxing glove guy, with a face like that, have you ever considered organized crime? Sam and I could come after you, and we'd try not to rough you up too bad. Ooh, that sounds criminal. It's okay. I don't trust myself. I don't know a lot about card games, truth be told, but, I take it you're a bit of a beginner, yes? You betcha. You're as green as the bologna in Sam's mini-fridge. Get into their heads. Well, you don't, but you're welcome to look. My genus and phylum is a mystery to all mankind. It's okay. It just means you have to adopt a wanton strategy of wild deception. Are you talking about the red-capped kidnapper who terrorized the fauna of the Upper West Side for months? Because Sam Flint and I caught him trying to shove a chimpanzee into his knapsack and made him cry for his mommy. Huh? I've got some favorite sites for laying in wait for criminals and general ne'er-do-wells around the city, if that's what you're asking. Sam and I love a good snitch. Oh, exploitation! Santa Claus subjugated an entire race of elves in Sam & Max Season 2 and 3. Oh! When I'm on the internet, I can't stay away from www.telltalegames.com/store. Maybe you had me confused for someone else? Yeah, I disfigure bad guys and fight crimes in New York City. That's my thing. Mr. Weapons, how do you like your line of work? Ooh, like a free pass to snuff out bad guys or a waffle bar in the commissary? Mr. Weapons, question, do you have any interest in moonlighting? I'm just talking about a little work on the side. Maybe hang out with Sam and me 2 nights a week and beat up goons, huh? Huh? Ah, come on, it's fun and free. Then what's the problem? Mr. Weapons, I'm in the market for a new firearm. Ah, yeah, lawyers. Something classy and understated to supplement my daily driver. Ooh, what are the available options? I'll spring for leather. Excellent. I'll head down to the dealership tomorrow and tell them Heavy Weapons Guy sent me. What do you think I am, made of money? Actually, my small intestine is clogged with a roll of Sacagawea dollars I wanted to smuggle into Canada. Ah, fresh meat. How about I just sit on your head and shoot guys? Ah, you gotta play. Here you go. It's beautiful. Would you settle for a travel pack of tissues and a half-eaten jar of maraschino cherries? I don't have any pears either. Oh, I've also got 38 to 40K in uncut diamonds. But how about my gun and badge? You know, you can't put a price on a license to maim. You know there's an actual dead guy here, right? Oh, a spine-tingling check. Remember, kids, crime is an invitation to the crypt. I would check those cards, too. Am I in your head? I'll tell you someone you don't want to give a bad check to. Flint Paper. Fiscal disturbances make that man do horrible things. Oh, reminds me of the time I played checkers with Super Ball in the Oval Office with a board made of suspiciously human-looking bone. You're just gonna fold? But now I can't guilt you into overbetting bad cards by putting on my cute rabbit face. You should know that I've been using my latent psychic abilities to see everyone's cards this entire time, and I agree with your decision. But think of all the adventures we could have had. It's not the cards' fault, you know. Now they've got nobody to love them, and will fall in with all the other discards of society, wallowing around in a lawless life of deviance. Don't forget to write, preferably on the pelt of a protected animal. I wonder if his seat is still warm. I hate goodbyes. Remember when this was a full table? Full of possibilities, packed to the brim with potential friendships and felonies. Frustration! Hey, lame. What? Yes. Did that sound like I care? Wahoo! All right. Yow! Hip hip! Sweet! Congratulations! That was the hairiest game of hearts I've ever played. Whoa! What happened? I astral projected into the mind of a stampeding wildebeest for 45 minutes or so. What did I miss? Let's be friends and go spend your winnings in morally questionable ways. You won! I was going to buy clothes with my winnings, but only so I could experience the thrill of flashing passersby. You should know that most of my chips were purchased with blighted gold bullion. Are those good ones? I'm supposed to tell you that is a great hand, but all I want to do is this. Hey, quick question. What do those numbers on the cards mean? Ooh, Yahtzee! Oh, when I see that many chips in one place, I want to coat my slick fur in cooking grease and roll around in them. Guys, how about we just stop playing the hand and use all that money in the middle to buy a wax sculpture of Aretha Franklin? I call dibs on the legs. Diabolical! Excellent. Take it off, baby. Whoa. Oh, I hate prudence. What if each of those chips represented a human soul? It would be horrible. Ooh. Money. Ooh, that's exactly what I'd do. Of course, I've been known to shoot at strange noises in the night with my eyes closed. Okay. Interesting.